Goblins will reach adulthood at age 8. That's what I was looking for instead of a bag full of bugs for
Nice.
snacking. New chair.
You got a new chair?
New shoes. New shoes. New shoes. Woo!
Mm.
I
Comes
knew
the
it.
territory.
That would explain why all
That
my years behind the
tracks.
screen felt awful.
Not actually picking up a microphone.
Oh no.
There we go. It all works now. Hooray. We are going to have a couple of announcements. First of all, this show is going to be sponsored by Adventure Dice. If you guys haven't already, make sure to go and look over at Adventure Dice and use code JBrews for 10% off. And that goes on all their dice except for the one that they use for raising funds for charity. Those ones do not get the 10% off. And speaking of charity, you guys, it's like I've done this before. Tomorrow, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are doing our extra live stream. This is year number 9 in a row.
Almost a decade.
Of doing this.
You're old.
All right. But starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard, we're going to be playing some games. Still trying to figure out if it's going to be in person or if it's going to be remote this year. But all sorts of fun things planned, and working on getting some giveaways and stuff, incentives put up as well. And our goal is $1,000 this year, which is going to be the most that we would ever raise as a group. So if you're able to help, please go ahead and go to the link in the chat, which should be coming up here shortly. There it is. And you can go there and make a donation if you are available to. 100% of the proceeds go to Riley Children's Hospital here in Indy. And that's a place near and dear to my heart because that is where my daughter was born. And they also provided some medical attention to her as well a few days after. So if you guys have the opportunity, please do that. Again, that starts tomorrow at 6 p.m. and it goes at least 24 hours. Matt, take us away to this wonderful destination.
All right. You guys want to play some Dungeons and Dragons? I heard. Is that right?
No.
Wait, this isn't Pathfinder?
What?
Oh.
Oh, I gotta go.
It would be if it was Donnie out his way.
Donnie's back.
Donnie comes running back.
Sorry, did someone say Pathfinder?
Was it Pathfinder?
What I miss? Are we live?
Yeah. We just happened to say the word Pathfinder. You just like came zooming back onto your monitor. You're like,
No, my kids were awake for some reason, so I had to
Yeah, I was gonna say.
put it back to sleep.
You just walk in there and what? Go to sleep.
What's the whole thing from Happy Gilmore? Now you will go to sleep. Or I will put you to sleep.
Put you to sleep.
Alrighty,
Can I trouble you for a warm glass of shut the hell up?
That's what Matt's thinking right now.
First and foremost, for my players, if you can go ahead and open up Roll20. We will be using that today.
Oh, I didn't sign up for
All
this.
right. So while they are opening up, we will be doing a campaign in mainly the Sword Coast of the Forgotten Realms, because I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate 3, and I kind of want to do something in there. So this will be my first time running anything in there. Usually I'm a homebrew type person, so forgive me if I make any mistakes or whatever. Lore-wise, if there's a change that's different than what's canon, it's because one of two things. I have a reason for changing it, or I didn't know and shut up. So those are the two reasons.
Just ask some Jabers energy. I'm
Thanks for
here
watching.
for
No,
it.
shut up.
I'm already excited for the campaign.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
I
right.
don't think
You're
about Baldur's
wrong.
Gate. Its lore is 100% correct. Just go off of that.
Any changes? Sure. All
Shove
right.
is a bonus action.
Shove it. I wish. I mean, I guess.
Except for on
Jumping
one
and-
level for
Yeah.
some reason.
And jumping is the most efficient way of moving.
If you're strong enough. You don't
Alrighty.
jump around.
I don't know my spells.
Actively do.
I'll get you to jump.
All right.
The map.
I've got a spell called Compel.
What does that do?
I think it can
Jump.
people to jump.
Oh, you just compel people to jump.
Well, hi.
It tracks.
I'm using command to make people hop.
Off the cliff.
Bonus action.
Alrighty. All right. Sorry.
Get better
Bring up
uses for
my
that than a bonus action.
secret notes.
All right.
Artus. Arturus? Arturus. Travis, how do you pronounce your character's name?
It's Arturus.
Arturus.
He's the Pokemon god.
I thought it was named Toro.
I thought you said Archers.
Archers?
Knock.
Arturus,
Knock!
as you are
Shit, we're jumping right in.
outside
I'm outside.
studying, doing whatever you're doing with your books, you hear the sound of something fluttering towards you, and it looks like an origami bird that just starts to fly and then land softly in front of you.
Is this a normal thing for me, or is this? Am I
It's
alarmed?
not a normal thing for you. It is a little different, but as soon as it kind of just lands in front of you on either a table or your lap, wherever you're out studying, it just sits there and stops moving, like it's fulfilled its purpose.
It's just like paper. It didn't like disappear.
Nope. Yeah, just like if you would have just folded it up yourself.
I'll poke it. See
You
if it responds at all.
you poke it and it begins to kind of unfold itself in front of you, and it is a letter from a person who you actually don't know. A person claiming to be Elvira Emakil. She writes to you saying that she needs your help and would love for you to be her advocate in an upcoming tournament. She goes on in the letter to explain herself as a cleric of the Arcana school, or not school, but circle, maybe school's right, I forget. Whatever the wizard or the cleric domain is. She is a cleric of Mistra, actually, of the Arcana domain. So she has requested your presence to come to a city of the town of Amphale, which is about 3 days northeast of Waterdeep. Everybody else has received a certain or a similar letter. Maybe it wasn't an origami magic bird flying towards you. It may have been somebody from a familiar organization. But one way or another, Arturus and Axel, you both received this message from an Elvira Emakil. Weird and... Sorry, Josh, I don't have the stream up. What's your name again?
Fenkin.
Fenkin?
Mm-hmm.
Weird and Fenkin, you get one. Very similar, but not from a cleric of Mistra or anything like that. This one is just from a Windtail noble. Takruz Windtail. Eric and Red, you also get one from an Anders Eagle Shield. All asking you to be their advocate in an upcoming tournament in the town of Amphale. You
What was
guys,
that name again?
Amphale, Amphail. So you, wherever you're at, start to gather your things as if you're going on an adventure. However long it takes you to get there, once you are near the town of Amphale, you notice that it is medium-sized town, I'll say. About population of 600 people, mostly farmlands from what you've noticed walking or riding or however you're traversing to the city. Um, if you did a little bit of research, you would know that Amphail is popular for two things: farming produce as well as breeding horses. They're two specialties. All the letters will direct you to go to a certain tavern. Let's say we'll all meet in a tavern today called the Horn Flagoned Tavern. So once you meet, or once you get to this town, again, it's, you kind of expected, what a normal town, but it seems a little bit more populated than normal. You see just normal houses, inns, whatever you would typically expect. But now there's little banners, flags that are decorating the city, like people are getting ready for some type of festival of some type. Um, Street vendors are all out peddling their either produce, or some trader or some local merchants have set up little pop-up shops for their little trinkets and goods. But as you make your way into the tavern, um, inside it is fairly busy, what you would expect for these tourists. um, and you head to the person behind the bar, letting them know that you've got this letter, you're here, and you're all told to go upstairs. So you guys go into your own separate room. This is just your basic wooden tavern, decently fitted with your chairs, your tables. I'm not gonna describe everything for you, but one by one, you each start to fill in. Let's go ahead and I'll just go around the horn. So let's go with Warren. Please describe your character as you enter this room, what you look like. If you want to go into class and everything, you can, and then you will be the first one. So, you have a completely empty room with just some tables and chairs, and, trying to be creative here, but I got nothing. It's just pretty much a waiting room.
Gotcha. Sure. So I play an Axel, and he would look like a pretty young guy, early 20s. Definitely has been on the road. So he's got sort of a worn traveler look. But if you look more than cursorily at him, you'll see that his gear is very fine. He's probably a noble, or certainly like a wealthy trader or something. But has good armor, traveling cloak. He has a sword that he probably has sheathed, and you don't see yet, but you can see from the hilt that it's another indicator of his status. It's a high quality piece, very artistic, and he is a paladin with a little
Perfect.
sorcerer sprinkled in.
Perfect. All right. As you get in the room, you hear some footsteps coming up behind you. Two sets, actually, as a set of half orcs, each holding a little tankard of something, kind of walks in the doorway, brush past you a little bit, kind of give you a stern look, and then nod as they continue, and they both find a table and sit down together. You now then hear a little, not as heavy, but a set of footsteps coming up the steps behind you as you turn and you see a goblin. Weird, if you wouldn't mind describing yourself.
All right, so I would say probably scampering up the stairs, like kind of weaving in between people, eyes the size of absolute dinner plates. You see a small goblin, about 3 feet ish tall, with shoulder length, super straight, very thin white hair. As as goblins do, kind of tall, pointed ears that they don't keep the point at the end. They kind of droop over just a little bit, like gravity's kind of having their way or having its way with their ears. But other than that, rather muscularly toned, but wearing simple kind of leather armor, just kind of looking like, just kind of hoping to be out of the way. But as they're kind of scampering around, looking around, looks like they're looking for a some sort of empty table or something, and they jam their hand into one of their pockets and dig around a little bit and come out with like two little nightcrawler worms that like eat those really quick, almost like nervous snacking. And then they make eye contact with you.
What's your class? You're a barbarian?
100%. I'm a barbarian. No, I'm. You
Barbarian.
can see. You can see on one of their shoulders, what looks to be almost like a harp, but if you look at it a little closer, they've got a dulcimer kind of mounted on their shoulder, so they can play it this way, like with their fingers.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
And Matt, as far as
Original guitar.
reactions, are goblins fairly accepted in the setting, or would this be a rarity?
In a town or in the city, they are accepted more or less. If you're out in the wild or if you're out on the road, people probably would be a little bit more hesitant. They don't know if this is one of those civilized ones or if this is one of those, kill everything, loot them, and run type deal.
Yeah, what year are we playing in? Is this 1585 or are we more like in the 1450?
We're about 1492 Dale Reckoning.
Okay, that
Oh,
makes it all
sick.
clear. I get it
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
Goblins
That's
are okay now.
super helpful for me. I totally understand what that
Fully understanding.
All right. Around there. Let's just say late 15th century Dale Reckoning. Okay.
Right.
We don't have to be too specific.
Of course.
Year of the Three Ships, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well past the second century.
Jeez.
These are lore terms that I've read up on
Of
briefly.
course.
All right. Well, you take your seat, get your snacks in as you guys hear another set of lighter footsteps as a halfling comes into view carrying a long metal tube strapped around its back. Red, what you doing? What you look like, Boo?
He's got a pretty big cloak on with the hood pulled up. He looks pretty average. Like he definitely, you can definitely tell it's a halfling just purely by the size and the stature. Like it's clearly not like thick enough to be a dwarf. So you're like, all right, it's got to be a halfling. And he kind of just blends in. Like it's weird. And, I don't know. Like you see him, but then you just kind of forget about him. He just kind of blends into the crowd, wearing like all brown not trench coat, like a cowl. You know what I mean? Covers him that way if it's raining or whatnot. And he's got the hood pulled up enough to where like if you were lower, you could probably see him face to face. It doesn't look like he's trying to hide, but since he's so short, you can't really see his face. You know what I mean?
Makes
But he's
sense.
just a he's got stubble, not a whole lot of facial hair, and just got he just seems average. Like you definitely would look at this man in the face and think that's an NPC. That's not a real character. That's not a main character at all.
Alrighty. All right. Well, you step into this room, see two half orcs kind of sitting down. They seem to have some letters spread out on the tables. Looks to be similar to the one that you received. Another table has a goblin, and then Axel, you kind of just standing around observing, or how would you like just to be about in this room?
Well, I feel like if people are getting drinks, I should go get a drink.
Alrighty.
And I guess I'll look, since it would be rude, since I've noticed the goblin and I've noticed the goblin eating bugs. I guess I'll look at the goblin. Would you care for a drink?
Yeah, that could be kind of cool. Yeah, all right. I think my buddy's downstairs anyway.
what do you drink?
Kind of anything that maybe makes me forget and tastes like piss, but not piss.
I'll see what I can do.
Hell yeah! And their hand like shoots into their little pouch that they were digging in earlier, and comes back out with another couple little night crawlers and offers you one. Something you're down for, and
Sure.
I mean, hey, no judgment. If you're not down for the creepy crawlies, then like more for me.
He'll take it, and definitely it's like hold it as he walks out the door to debate what to do with it from there.
And by the time you have it, mine's just gone.
Just inhaled.
Yeah. But then I'm now just following you around. What race did you say you were? I'm sorry.
Oh no, human.
Human. Gotcha. Yeah. So I'm now maybe just about knee high to you. So every one of your steps is like a full on scuttle for me.
Awesome.
Well, Fennec, as you walk into this horned flagon, you don't even make it upstairs. You notice a familiar face, a familiar little goblin that you've traveled with before, hanging with a very nice, fancy-looking human as they come down the stairs and head towards the bar to get a drink or whatever else they might have.
I'll go ahead and take a look at the both of them. Ears sort of perk up a little bit, trying to take in all the sound, all of everything that's sort of going on.
Well, yes, and if you would like to, or if you wouldn't mind describing your character for those at home.
Yeah, Fenken is a Herringen, so he is a rather sitting about just a little over 5 foot tall bipedal rabbit. Gray fur, except right on the face that has a little bit more of white to it, but wearing some chainmail armor with a long bow sort of strapped over their shoulder, with two short swords, one on each side of the hip. Sort of walking in, taking a look, being overly cautious, but as soon as eyeing Weird, we'll go up to Weird and everything all right?
Yeah, everything's cool. I met this guy. We were trying to get a drink. But things seem pretty chill in here. Hey guy, what was your name? I'm sorry. I'm weird.
Oh, you're not weird. It's fine. I didn't give you my name. It's Axel.
Oh, hey Axel, how's it going? No, my name's Weird, and this is my guy Fenken.
I'll do my best to pronounce it. What's your name?
I think we're gonna circle back around on that one.
Right. Nice to meet you, Axel. Name's Fenken. You here for the tournament as well?
Gold team rules.
Yes, seems like many of us are. Upstairs, I saw other people with the invitations.
All right. Weird, you good down here? I'm gonna head up.
Yeah, you want something to drink, or are you good?
I'm good right now. Thanks. So.
All right. Yep. Mm-hmm. Have fun. Just eyes out and all that shit.
Yeah. And he goes
Before
ahead.
you leave, I offer you a nightcrawler.
And the look that he gives is like it's been offered multiple times, and he said no multiple times. And he's just, I'm more for you, bud.
All right. It's just gone.
Shaking his head. And at this point, seeing someone that he sort of recognizes, the ears droop down a little bit and are now sort of more relaxed. then at attention. And as he will go ahead and head upstairs and find an empty table that he puts his back to the wall and sort of keeps an eye out on the middle of the room.
And I would like to point out we're in a tavern, but any like sudden large noise, like glasses breaking, anything like that, it's like a full body jolt, like startle through weird.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, nothing nothing too off-putting right now that would cause you any discomfort. But Red, you definitely notice this Harengon walk through the doorway into the waiting room upstairs, and actually, not too far behind him, a familiar face to you as you see a half drow that you've dealt with plenty of times come walking through the doorway. Eric, if you wouldn't mind describing your character or yourself.
As Arik enters the bar. Arik.
Eric.
Arik.
You see Eric, a half drow. So they have this grayish tone to their skin. Not quite as dark as a drow, probably more ashen, but they definitely have human features. A smoother chin, not quite as chiseled as you'd expect from the flawless DNA that the drows carry, but you know, it's been tainted a bit by the humans. And they got pointy ears, but not quite as pointy as drows again. But Eric, he still has a striking chiseled feature, with white hair, similar to a drow's, as you would expect. Not too long, probably about how we see Ian's here, a little medium length with a little bit of flow to it. Yeah, perfect actually. Nice heart down the middle. He wears chainmail. He has a chain shirt at this time, and you can see in his scabbard the hilt of a rapier. Yeah, and he just walks into this tavern with a presence. And as he stops to take a look around, you could probably see him flipping a coin. And does he notice Red?
Yes, you do.
He's going to stop flipping the coin and look at Red. Say, "Well, butter my biscuit and call me a nanny. It isn't Red." And he's going to walk over there and put his arm around Red and say, "Did you bring the circus in with you?"
Are you crouching?
Well, if you're in like a stool or something, but yeah, whatever it takes to get me with my arm on your shoulder. And he's got his arm over your shoulder, looking at the rest of the table. "Did you bring the circus in with you? What are you gonna tell me next? There's a bunny in a hat?" I'm just messing, and he'll give a little punch on the shoulder to Weird.
I'm gonna lean over to Axel and try to whisper as quietly as possible. Wow, this guy like fucks, I swear to God.
So they called you in on this one too? And he'll sit down and join the group.
I'll lean like, I thought this was your doing.
I know nothing of it.
All right. And then finally, I don't know how you walk up and down the steps, if it's loud, if it's soft, or if you want to try to sneak up and let nobody know you're coming. But, Travis, last but not least, you have arrived to the tavern, gotten your instructions, and have head upstairs, and you see this room in front of you. Would you mind describing yourself?
Yes, I am Arturus, so I am a tiefling, blue-skinned, in sort of some tattered leather clothes, with a satchel and a book in my hand that has this kind of carved into the leather. It just says "wizard shit," so that I don't get it mixed up with
Your non-wizard shit.
mathematics shit and the divine shit and
And your prawn.
Oof.
Talk about timing.
My bad.
As
Wow. Travis is a chronomancer.
You
if you
killed
didn't
it.
you think with
know.
their timing or their class, they'd have better timing.
Whoops.
All right, so it turns out they're not level 3. They're actually like level 17. Just cast time stop on
Working on it.
themselves.
Exactly.
Cast time stop targeting myself, and I'm gonna piece the fuck out.
I'm gonna need a minute to soak all this in. I'll be back.
I'm gonna live this event over a few more times before we move forward.
Right.
I didn't like that intro. Let me try it again. Just quickly.
Ah, damn! I stuttered over my cool. We'll do it
Not
again, guys.
again.
I got it.
I
So
totally
we
forgot how
have-
to say the butter my biscuit. It was butter my butt, call me biscuit, but I went with nanny. I don't know what I was going for.
I love it.
I'm not buttering your butt. I'm not doing
It was awesome.
The
Whatever it
biscuit,
was.
yes, but
Oh,
You
welcome
do
back.
it to grease the skids. It's fine.
Where did I leave off? Apparently, I've
Uh,
just been staring at everybody.
I think that was actually the perfect,
You left off
perfect intro.
at a book for wizard shit, so you could differentiate it from your porn
Or mathematics.
Right.
or
Also divine
math
stuff.
porn.
I like mathematics compared to traditional pornography, so it's fine.
69.
I have my I have horns coming out of my head that are very long, and they come up this way. Long brown hair, very just like well postured and kind of stoic, looking around. I'll kind of make eye contact with Axel. A general sort of nod of like, "Oh, look, somebody I know," and then I'll take. I'm assuming there's like one seat left, so I'll just like sit wherever next to whomever.
There's actually 15 still. No. Just kidding.
All my students are coming too.
Well, hey, I
Right
got
around
some
the table.
decisions to make then.
Who's the first one to sit? Doesn't really make sense.
So a goblin, a half elf, a big rabbit, a tiefling, and a halfling and a human walk into a bar.
I heard this joke.
And I'm out of breath.
They're all driving through the desert, and it's really hot.
All right. After you've kind of just sat here for about half an hour or so, just preparing yourself for what this is, it seemed like the letters you got were almost purposefully vague. You hear the sound of 4 footsteps coming up the stairs. The first person to enter in is a gold-plated armor Leonin, the face of a lion in a long brown-haired mane, goes and takes a look at all of you guys.
Yeah.
I'm Lord Windtail. And he takes a look. I'm looking for Weird and Fenkin.
I'm gonna hop up and go find Fenkin. I'm gonna be like, "That's the guy."
Yeah, I'm aware. And I just put my
All
hand
right.
up just like this.
Hey, we're over here. Hi.
Perfect. Then he'll walk towards you. Each step he takes, you can hear the wood cracking underneath it as you're not sure if he's just super heavy or if it's armor or if it's both, but there definitely seems to be some type of, power emanating from this individual. As he moves out of the way, you see a female human dressed in some dark gray robes with a actually gold-plated face covering that covers, the top half of her face as well as it adorning her hood a little bit falls down. As she walks over straight to Arcturus and Axel. She's like, and I am Lady Amakal. I have called you here to be my champions. So let's show them that spellcasters are just a cut above the rest of this riffraff.
Make sure that wizard shit is apparent to everybody at the table then, in that case.
Perfect.
gonna whisper to
Um,
Red, like, what the fuck is going on?
I have no clue.
And I guess that makes you Mylon. As you guys look up from whispering, you see a half plate individual, just black armor with a little fur lining over the shoulder, medium length black hair with a beard. Looks as if he's some type of veteran. Although he can't be too old, maybe late 30s, early 40s, but you can definitely tell he's seen some shit. I am Lord Eagle Shield, and I have chose you as my advocates. I'm sure you have plenty of questions. All will be answered actually here in a few minutes. As last but not least, a brooding half-orc walks through it. Lord Tom. Hold on. Sorry, look at my notes. Lord Tom, as in Tarm? Tarm, not Tom. Well, that could be Tom. Lord Tarm has entered.
Is there an R in there?
Yeah, Tarm. As he just kind of looks around the room, doesn't really smile, but as soon as his eyes hover over the half orcs, he gives a little bit of a smirk and walks towards them. And Lord Windtail will step up and speak first. So, today is the annual Amphail Advocate Adventure, or amateur festival. Yeah, sure. Amphail's Amateur Advocates. What it is a friendly tournament among us lesser lords, or not lords, sorry, lesser nobles of Waterdeep. Just to show our love and affection towards this town. What we'll be doing is a small jousting tournament. So each noble has chosen 2 advocates to represent them in this tournament. I have Weird and Fenkin. Lady Amical has those 2, and Turk has his half orcs as always. Lord Eagle Shield always. Lord Eagle Shield will pop up, and yes, I have my adventures as well. The joustings will begin soon. However, that is only the first part of our little tournament we have going on here. There will be a part 2, but depending on how you place in the joust will determine your rankings for this final part. It could help you, could not. But without further ado, we will go ahead and head towards the stadium. Anybody have any questions? Need to use the water closet? And then Lord Eagle should say, yeah, Red, what you need?
Is this like an actual joust, or is this just a title? Like, am I getting on a horse with a stick?
With a lance.
Question.
Yes, we have specially fitted for you smaller sized individuals. Yeah, not a pony. It's still
we both got it. Me and I'm just calling you Eric. Me and Eric, or just one of us.
One at a time, preferably. Yeah, at a time.
But we both got to do it.
Yeah, you both will have to do it.
Can we use our own weapon, or we got to use the stick?
It's a lance. Lances will be provided for you, as well as a shield. You're more than welcome to use your own armor. And obviously, the horses will be provided as well. We actually have a fine selection of Amphail-specific breeds for you to choose from.
Okay. Did we go over pay yet? Are we getting paid for this?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
How much?
It depends on how well you do.
How much for failing miserably?
Nothing. You get humiliated in front of the entire town.
10-4. Hey, Eric, I'm heading home.
All right.
Straight up. Just,
Are you telling me? Are you going
Alright,
to pay
sounds
us?
Eagle Shield.
Listen,
Or-
if you leave now, it would be a huge, mark against me. So if you lose and absolutely eat shit this entire tournament, I'll still give you 10 gold.
I'm in.
All right, fine.
to mention a 10 gold, I'm gonna look at Fenkin like, that's fucking money.
Look, these tournaments, man, I'm telling you,
We're
they're
rich.
always rigged.
I'm
Nothing
gonna
to
lean
worry
over to
about.
Eric and just be like, this one.
10 gold, we're fucking rich. Oh my god, we're rich.
Now, Lord Eagle Shield,
Yes.
are you going to pay us directly? Because usually I work through a handler.
Yeah, I called you here, so I will pay you. No third parties necessary. He
Well,
gives
no,
you like
that sounds like-
an understanding nod.
Why the secrecy with the letters?
Well, because we
Did
choose
anyone else get a
people.
letter?
You all should have got. Yeah, I guess we should go over that. Can everyone please pull out your letters?
Imposter! Throw a dagger at the end.
Fanka will go ahead and just sort of, between his fingers, pulled up the letter he received.
Same. As high as my arm can possibly reach.
Perfect. You can hold on to them. We don't need to collect them or anything. Reason for the letters and the short notice is because we would love our advocates to know as little about this tournament as possible. So that way you can't give yourself any unfair advantages going into this. So again, we'll just start off with a small joust to determine your ranking or seed, as it will be, and then the final encounter.
I see how it is. You put up the coin to buy some athletes, such as ourselves, and no one else gets to catch on because they didn't hear. So they're going with the local rabble.
Exactly.
Smart move.
I mean, it's all. I mean, this little tournament is twofold. We love a friendly competition between the four of us, and we all, in one way or another, have a tie to this little town. So anything we can do to bring in some commerce, bring in some foot traffic, fill the pockets of everyone around. It's just a win-win situation. So hopefully you don't mind being our little gladiators today.
You pay for the best, you get the best.
Sure. Yes, absolutely. Well, hopefully I pick the best. And then Eagle Shield kind of nods at you guys.
Lord Winsell, I have a question.
Yes.
We're talking. That's a cool voice.
Yeah.
We're talking
It changes a little bit.
That's fine. Mine sometimes. I'm still working on mine.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, me too.
The term gladiator was used a little bit earlier. Does that mean that like one man enters, two men leave kind of thing?
Don't know what you meant. Maybe
I said what I said.
One
I
man and
think you just described a pregnancy.
Oh yeah, that's much more logical. I was thinking like someone got cut in half, but then I don't know how they
That's
would
how-
leave.
That's how goblins are made. You cut one of us in half, two more pop out.
That
Is it?
tricks.
No,
Yeah,
I-
it makes a lot more sense to me, actually.
You ever seen a goblin be born? It's gross.
no, I haven't. Wait, were they
It
born or
sounds
were they?
violent, and I want to see it now.
I'll say-
maybe you don't get to see it because now you're making it weird. That's not how it's made. Goblins are made like everybody else. I meant to say two men enter, one man leaves. You get what I'm saying?
Whenever I cut one of these buggers in half, they always pop up two more.
100%. This guy gets it. This guy rules.
I just imagine
Just
a
full
goblin
pointing.
party.
It's just a full Leonardo DiCaprio point. This guy gets it.
It's a great place to freeze.
It's the internet apocalypse tonight, apparently.
It really is.
Yeah, we're got.
Yeah, look, your camera.
Yeah, you're frozen.
Oh, rip.
I mean,
It's okay. We still got live voice. That's all we need.
Oh, there we go.
No, you're
Oh,
good.
hell yeah, just my voice. I'm the coolest guy. Look at me with my dance. Oh, damn, you can see me again.
Say "Aw, Eric," but with Morty voice.
Oh,
Eric.
Eric,
Eric.
Wouldn't tell.
damn it.
It's a family
Speak up.
name. Caldwell's
can-
my mother's name. She's a human.
I can assure you, you will not be killing each other. At least, we won't make you fight each other. We'll leave it at that. Jousting is different. Jousting's fun. Everyone loves jousting. No one. People rarely die during jousts.
How many deaths happened to the last joust?
No,
None.
none.
I think that was more of a no, he's not going to answer your question.
No, just no one died last time.
The lances, they dull the lances.
You're a
Yeah.
lance.
Yeah, typically lances
Right.
will
He's Eric, actually.
will break after. Hello, Lance. Oh, like a name, huh? Anyway, do you need anything else before we're set off to go?
You said armor. We get armor for this lancing.
You get a shield.
I thought you said so. No
Set
armor.
You can use your own armor.
All right.
We'll provide the horse,
Second
the
takes.
saddle, lance, shield. I mean, you don't need armor. I mean, use armor if you have armor. For the love of God.
Just asking for the others. I'm a professional, so brought me
Yeah.
own armor.
That's last question. Maybe we'll go over this when we get to the stadium. Are the rules pretty much just joust? Or, like, is other means allowed?
I wasn't gonna ask. I was just gonna do, but I guess. It's
Yeah,
fine.
well, you're also a cheater. I can smell it on you.
I think they mean the arcane.
Well, the rules will be provided in detailed what can and cannot be done on the jousting field. Hey, Ian, what's it called?
You could
Like
just call
the-
it like an arena, or
Arena?
that's also the rail.
The rail, yeah. Once we get
That's how
to
you
the
used to
rail,
do the thing.
Yeah.
it
I
wasn't
was
until like I
so
was halfway through
confused.
doing all this one. I'm like, oh yeah, Ian used to work in medieval times.
I was
Yeah,
so
but I
confused
don't
why
know
you
if-
were asking for like Ian's input specifically.
I was like,
I
why?
forgot. I was like, why?
I got Google right here. Let me
No, no,
just pull that up real quick.
I'm
I
gonna
remembered
put,
instantly. I was mostly bothered by the fact that it's called a rail, and then it sounds sexual, and I was like, I don't like that.
I'm gonna rail you.
Ooh,
I'm
came
gonna
first?
put it out there. I'm not sure
Well.
if that's the actual technical term for it, or if that's just like the showbiz term that we used, because it was legitimately just.
Lancia on the rail.
Yeah.
You better stay on
Well, in Arizona, we called it the rail.
Wikipedia says it's the list.
All right. Okay. I will
Oh,
go
list.
ahead.
The list field.
Move you guys over here. If you wanted to take a look at your patrons who
Oh.
invited you out
Oh.
here, there's a little image
Did I
of
trade
what
mine for
they
the lion
look like.
guy?
No,
No,
I-
no, 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 no. Ours is
And I
sexy. I'm cool with it.
Pros marriage.
I'm a sucker for beast races, though.
I
so
would like
I
to
do have a
roll
question
to just.
real quick. Is Windtail
Tarm is a bad guy.
right? I've seen
Yes.
that guy.
100%. That is
Is
screaming
Windtail
villain.
actually
hard.
like is that a mask he's wearing, or is that actual?
he is
Leonin.
actually
Okay.
he is a Leonin,
Okay.
Oh.
so a lion person,
Hard.
So he picked a bunny and who else?
a goblin.
Oh,
male
yeah, this
tabaxi.
this guy's beast racist.
Mm.
He doesn't pick smooth skins.
Oh, I just figured he's gonna eat the loser.
It's
I
not
usually
gonna
like-
be me.
I like
Please tell me
lizard
he calls
races,
them,
but
like, please tell me he calls everybody smooth skin.
he does
Hey,
now.
smooth skin.
Some sort of ghoul.
Hey, what's going on there, smooth skin?
I would have played lizard folk, but I've already done one in one of our games.
True.
You can't do that because then the
Yeah,
line
Domino.
You.
I almost made your guys' noble, Sir Domino.
No. I like the suave, sexy man. I'm cool with this.
Oh yeah, the Eagle Shield. Oh yeah, these are all beautiful pictures.
They are.
So, Travis, when's the wedding? When are we all gonna
Shit.
find out what's happening?
It's on the rail when I joust. Okay?
You guys getting married?
I don't know what's going on with this like competition, but I'm trying to get married here. Okay.
I now regret giving Eagle Shield the hard time. I would have, if I knew he looked like that, I would be like, I'll do it, sure.
You gonna pay me? Nah.
Nah.
Alright, fuck you.
That's fine. I'm still in.
Do you Arturus take I think Elvira to be your wife?
Yeah, I definitely do.
Mid-joust.
I've been dreaming of this day since I was a boy. And
That sounds close enough. Congratulations, you're married. Woo!
Thank. Nightcrawler to celebrate, I think.
100%. And I just like eat the rest of the bag.
Did Eagle Shield mention that we were going to meet again for further details, or is this the time to get the information out of them? I thought he said
They're about to escort you towards the rail.
about the
So
rail.
if you-
Show us the rail.
Yeah, they're gonna show you the pole where the jousting happens.
The list field.
The old jousting pole.
Okay.
We're playing ourselves the good old game of horse stick here, gang. Here we go.
Is that just polo?
You're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
I'd
That's
probably
a
be
good
safer.
observation.
All right. Well, as soon as we all get up, and then as soon as the goblin gets out of their seat, I'm gonna bust his kneecaps and say, "Good luck out there." No, I'm just
I'm gonna cast lesser restoration on my
Jesus.
kneecaps.
Happens all the time.
What happened? I'm gonna cover their mouth while they're screaming. Oh, they must have stepped on a Lego.
What is a Lego?
These goddamn Sword Coast Legos showing up all over
Shut the fuck up if you know it's good.
Yeah, Lego out of here.
I was gonna ask the goblin.
Let's get we're having fun.
I was gonna ask him about the bag of bugs. Like, are those roasted?
What?
Are those like roasted? Are they cooked?
No, I dug them up last night.
They're raw.
I'm gonna pull out a handful, and they're still just little wiggly dudes, just like ah.
I'm just gonna, they're just gonna like.
But and now I'm like,
walk away.
all right, but now that they're out of the bag, I have to eat them.
No,
You're kind of a dick.
you don't. You can put them back in the bag. That's how bags work. You can take stuff
No.
out and put them back in.
But then they're gonna tell all their friends what happens when they get pulled out of the bag, and then nobody's gonna come out of the bag.
Well,
Yeah.
they just came out of the bag for a nice breath of air as right now.
I'm gonna eat one.
And-
Now they're
When's
gonna
the-
tell them.
Windtail lets out a heavy sigh.
I feel like
Come
I
on,
should stick
we're-
with the whole bully thing and just like knock the bag out of his hand.
We're at a tavern, mate. If you need a slice of bread, I'll cover it for you.
No, I mean I've eaten pretty decent in the last few days. This is more of just like a treat.
That's a treat. What's a meal?
Okay.
I just sort of like usher them out the doors, like just no, just go.
Hey,
What do you
hands
eat?
off, bunny rabbit.
Just anything
Hey.
you do. Let's just keep going.
But you like carrots, though, right?
No,
That's racist.
I prefer tricks.
They're for kids. Ha
Was it pretty clear what everybody's like class was, like what they could do in this room was, or do I need to make some sort of check against my compatriots here?
I haven't
feel like
given
you-
any indication.
Yeah.
Except for
I think
Rogue.
you definitely
might
have to roll
assume.
for mine.
I am clearly a bard.
Yeah, I'd
I
say
have an
weird-
instrument on my shoulder.
Could be anybody could have instrument proficiency.
Yeah, I feel like I gave up a lot by having a book out that said wizard shit. So I want to try and level the playing field here.
I thought it was the nerd tattooed on your forehead.
Wait, you read Elvish?
Oh, good.
Yeah, you could pretty much. Yeah, you definitely got weird down. You got red down.
You got me down?
Red, you're a fighter, right?
You've got a pretty.
Red might be hard to get because of
Yeah.
their special.
I might think they're gonna pull out a sword and then I get shot from a mile away.
But what is a gun if not just like a long range sword?
Red's just walking around with a big old bong attached to his back.
Yeah,
It's
I
gonna
was,
get to joust and
Just packed my musket. What's a musket?
Hold on.
Straight to the dome.
I can't joust unless I'm fully zooted.
You're gonna have to flag this video.
It's already demonetized, flag reported.
This
Done.
gets us demonetized that quickly?
Man, you
I've got
know.
the shot.
Can't say zooted, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You can't say zoot, motherfucker.
We're gonna
All
get.
accounts banned.
We're gonna be halfway through. We're gonna be like level 15, level 16, fighting some crazy beholder, and Red's gonna be like, "Hold on, I'm not fully torqued off the kitty yet, guys. I can't fight."
Jesus.
When the when Arturus gets up, I'll be, oh, in my knight in shining armor. After you.
Can't figure out your voice.
I can't figure it out either.
I got my knight out here. Come
Give us
on,
at
mate.
least 5 sessions, okay?
Yeah.
I need to
That's
warm
fair.
it up.
Little gel.
I don't know if I'm gonna stick with this like Morty thing. It's fun right now, but
I've gone between like a Cockney into like an Australian.
I like it.
To just me.
You'll just land on like Peaky Blinders or something. You're like, all right, this is good right here.
Nailed it.
I'm just going
I just keep
Google.
talking gibberish. I'll get there.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, you guys follow the nobles of Waterdeep out the tavern and about 5 minutes down the city. As you continue to walk, first off, it's a beautiful day out. You couldn't ask for better weather to host a large festival such as this. But the streets become a little bit more dense, more crowded, as you can see what looks to be like a little what would normally be used for like a rodeo type deal or like a horse show, something like that. It's kind of been retrofitted. A little rail guard has been put up. A little viewing booth has been put on the top of the stands, and you have about probably 200 or so people just out and about, ready to watch the festival, the main event, I should say. There's small little games, carnival, ring tosses, stuff of that nature that's going on. So fun for the whole family, really. But this joust or this competition is it's the focal point of the evening.
why did I get like an attention duelists kind of vibe off of the stadium?
I don't know. That's
Yeah.
Here for it.
Good luck in the joust,
Good luck.
Yugi boy.
I'm quite looking forward to this.
As you guys reach the field, Windtail, Eagle Shield, and Tarm will go ahead and make their way up to the viewing booth as Elvira Amical stands with you. The joust is simple. You will use a provided lance, you ride on your provided horse, and hit the other person.
At
If-
what point do I cast magic?
Magic should be cast beforehand. Nothing shall be done to your opponent other than hitting them with your lance. Anything you do to bolster your attacks are on you. We all chose specific advocates for a reason. So, we believe in your skill. So, the rules will go as follows. One noble's team will compete against another one. Both competitors will ride against someone from the other team. You win when you either unmount, dismount, whenever you knock your opponent off their horse, you win. Or if you hit them 3 times and no one is knocked off, you win. Once both members of your troop have been knocked out or hit 3 times, You lose. So, I think that pretty much covers it. Can I get a? This is Matt talking now. Can I get a representative from each team to roll a d20?
That's all you were thinking.
Yeah, go for it.
What do you say, Red? You or I?
Do you want to enroll 20 or are you okay to use real dice?
You can use real
Eric,
dice.
I weigh like 70 pounds, so
Roll d20 though.
Yeah, roll some dice, coward.
Is it flat?
Yeah, just flat.
Oh, that's not right. How do you do this shit?
Just slash
roll.
R.
Oh, I did it like I was in Excel.
You did.
Equals. Equals function.
Jeez.
All right. And then Team Amical.
Oh,
Got it. On lock.
We got it. Perfect. All right. So Team Eagle Shield will be up first against Team Tarm. Top and the bottom will be going against each other.
We're not round
And-
one.
can we do some pre-jousting casting?
Sure.
I want to look at both people as they're like both people from this team that are going up. And as they're going up, gonna be like, hey, don't forget to don't forget to keep the lance in the pocket, all right? That's where the sweet spot is. But if I don't know why I'm explaining it to you, you're probably bad at this. I'm gonna give vicious mockery both of them.
All right.
That's strong with the PvP.
That is.
It gives people disadvantage on their next attack.
I'm gonna. I'll see. Roll those attacks and then I'll do some
It's
stuff.
a
It's a save.
save.
Whatever.
Save. All right. What are
those
So it's-
words are.
They're looking for a wisdom 13s.
they both failed.
Who'd you vicious mockery?
Roll your damage.
Rolling my damage.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Wasn't
Who are
the
you
first
targeting?
rule of Magic that you couldn't
Nope.
target other people? You could just bolster yourself?
No, well, I'm just talking shit. They can't prove it.
I only
Free
heard-
damage.
I only heard before the joust.
Yeah.
Cast
Yeah,
magic.
I didn't hear anything.
I'm sorry. Did anybody else watch the Naruto tuning exams? Cheating's half the battle.
Cheating is F.
well,
However, these are considered attack spells.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, that's fine.
You didn't roll an attack roll, so that's not an attack spell.
No, I definitely. I mean, I got him for 3 damage.
That's pretty high.
Yeah,
In logic, makes fireball not an attack spell, right?
Exactly.
No, fireball's actual. You can see it. Mine's just hurtful words.
Oh, so if it's psychic damage, it's not a real spell.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Brain spells.
Hey, psychology is a real field.
It's a real science, guys. Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah, see, somebody finally gets it.
You see
It really
both
helped me
of
figure out a
them
lot.
simultaneously, kind of just like wince as the slightly bigger one will grab whatever clothing you have in an attempt to lift you up. Easily off the ground. Just no more funny business.
Words
You're
hurt. Yeah, you're done too. Words are really painful, and I fucking
Word.
got you, loser.
wait,
Wait.
we got Eric and who?
The two half works. The two half works that they're going
Okay,
up
because
against.
you didn't get. I thought this was PvP, but you just did the half orcs.
I just did the half work. It's fine.
That's a good idea.
Oh,
I was gonna do PvP, but maybe I'll do the orcs.
yeah.
Hey, fuck
thought
with
you
the
were doing
orcs.
that to-
Get
I thought you were
'em.
doing that to me and
I
Eric,
want-
and I was like, I'm about to go hide in the distance and blast their horse.
So, also,
Who's got the? Who looks the most? Professional. Let's say professional. Who looks like the most jouster? I'm looking for heavy armor, and I'm looking for like animal handling.
They got a lance in their back already. Like
Any red flags? Yeah, any red flags
Are you talking about like of your competition or
of the competition? Yeah.
What?
Not the horse
My bad.
beater. I don't care about the horse handlers.
I'd say right now, as far as looks goes, Axel, he might have done this before.
All right.
Yeah, he's got some
I'm
armor.
currently
some very
reading a
nice-
book on jousting. I don't know if that helps you.
The basics of jousting.
I'm gonna
Jousting for
put a
dummies.
hex. I'm gonna hex Axel's wisdom.
Damn.
So I'll just do a
Alright.
little spell, but I'll be looking at. I'll have my lance in front of me, like maybe I'm just
Mm-hmm.
casting a spell on my lance, which I'm also going to do. I'm going to set my lance as my hex blade, my hex warrior weapon.
That's a good one.
Okay.
So you could just like not get on the horse with your lance, and halfway through the run, you're just like, to me.
Is a lance a two-handed weapon?
Lance is not a two-handed weapon.
Perfect.
I expected this. A lance is a special weapon that just has disadvantage if you, or that must be two-handed if you're unmounted. But nowhere on the weapon does it say it is two-handed. So
I
you're good
gotta
to go
finish
there.
a long rest for it to. I can't do it. I gotta finish a long rest.
He's
I
gonna
can only
take a
do
nap
it once
first.
for a long rest. Scratch that.
Hold on, I
I'll
gotta
do
go
the
take a
hex
nap,
though.
guys.
I'll do the hex.
While I'm being picked up,
Mhm.
this whole interaction between me and this half orc, would you say it's lasted roughly a minute where I'm just talking shit to this guy?
I mean, if you want to make it last a minute where you're just talking shit.
Oh
I
yeah,
can.
no, like he's holding me up, like, hey, don't you do that shit. I'm like, I fucking got you, loser. Haha, you suck. Oh my god, you're so bad. Oh, you're so bad.
I
Right?
just realized you're not Morty, you're Shorzy.
And all of a sudden, I want to use my words of terror on him as well.
All right. What does that do?
So once per short rest, you can speak to a humanoid alone for 1 minute and cause it to become frightened of you. If it fails a wisdom save DC 13, then it lasts for 1 hour, and yeah, it lasts for an hour or until it takes damage.
All right, let's do this. Unfortunately, it does not work.
Rip. All right.
As
While
as
this is going on, I'm gonna short rest so I can try it again.
you know, you would be able to if you guys were not up first.
Rip.
So, Team Eagle Shield, I'm going to need you to select who is going first.
Yeah,
Try
Eagle
to check
Shield,
it.
not us.
Oh, sorry, not Eagle Shield.
Nope,
Team
you said it.
Team Windtail.
I was gonna say, maybe
Hey, can I
like
try it, man?
700?
This dude's solid as a rock.
All
He's
right.
got, like, this dude's got like eyes of some bullshit. This guy sees through all of it. Feels no fear, no pain. Oh god, we're gonna die. Oh god.
How much does Team Beast People actually weigh, like per?
That's a pretty personal question.
Like JJ's
Uh,
asking, like
Hang
how
on.
big?
You're a medium sized Harengon, right?
Yeah, I'm medium, so I weigh about 160.
Oh, it's like
And
normal
I'm a
Yeah.
goblin, so like 60.
anyway. We got a
Maybe 70 if I've eaten a lot of worms.
Does the other team have a short and a big like archetype?
As the what? I'm sorry.
Does the other team have a short and a big archetype? Travis and Aiden. It's
Axel?
Axel, thank you.
No, it's a tiefling and a human, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we're menacing as fuck.
Just
Absolutely.
mediums.
I'm absolutely terrified of that wizard. Oh my god.
Axel, if you didn't hear, I hexed your wisdom.
Oh, I heard, and I feel like I know.
I don't know if you would know.
Actually,
Maybe
you
you
wouldn't
forgot.
know.
like-
You're actually kind of magically ignorant right now.
I mean, it's got all three casting components, right?
It does.
True. All right.
I didn't guess these
So
places
I would
in the
say if you are trying to be sneaky about it, go ahead and roll stealth.
My weapon would have been my materials and somatic, so you would have seen me wave my weapon, and I said a hex.
Hex.
Hip hop prison.
I said the
Fuck your
words for it.
wisdom.
You and that pointed it right at your face. How about a sleight of hand or stealth?
Stealth.
Is it- Hex, did you just hex me? No.
26.
Oh,
Definitely not. It couldn't be me.
That's a natural 20.
Are you rolling with advantage?
You rolled natural 20. 26.
With advantage, or why do you have advantage?
I don't think that
You
was
rolled
advantage.
Yeah, it shows 2 dice rolls, so it shows a 17 and a 20.
Either
It's
either
23
way,
and
a 23 and a
26.
26 that beats your passive.
Hold on, hold
I
I don't know how
on.
to turn off advantage.
Uh,
I'll figure it out.
At the top, of
Well,
the top of the sheet,
on the sheet.
there's a little button that says advantage. You can turn it off.
On roll 20.
I can.
Hmm
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be a dick.
I'll figure it out.
I like it.
Were you gonna rewind time?
But it's like for a sleight of hand check, so like, it's not that's not cool, you know. Like
Exactly. I know that happens.
I've already been psychically accosting people since we started.
That's fair.
I think fair is fair at this point.
Before getting up on the horse, I get down to like Weird's level.
Yeah, what's up, boss?
Do we give him a real show?
I think first pass you don't give him the real show. We wait for the second pass for the old razzle dazzle.
I like what you're thinking.
Yeah, 100%. We gotta put on a show. Make them really want to pay us. You know, I'm tired of these worms. I'm not tired of the worms. The worms are fucking great, but I would love a real dinner.
Shh. It's fine.
Yeah, 100%. Kick his ass.
And I'll go ahead and get get everything and get ready to get mounted.
Oh, I do.
You would.
Always.
So the first thing you do before you get mounted or you mount is you select your steed. So in front of you, you have 3 options. You have the horse known as an Amphail Fancy.
Ah, fancy.
Which there's somewhere around here. I had horses. There are 3 horses in front of you, and Amphail Fancy, which is like a little white mane or little white stripe down the face with a brown coat. You have an Amphail Graze, which is kind of like a stockier, like this is probably a farm horse that they would work on. And then last but not least, you have a glossy black charger. All of these horses were provided by the Roaring Horn family of Waterdeep. They're one of the main breeders of Amphail.
This joust brought to you by the whatever the hell family that was. Your number one provider of what's the deer we again? Amphail horses. Get yours while the getting's good. Amphail horses, they work.
Giddy up!
Yikes.
Just lean into Eric. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, there's no like PA system or anything. You just like see some dwarf with like a little magic wand to his throat. Amphail horses.
Amphail horses, they're real good.
You just see red. What the fuck?
Hey, this guy doesn't even know what the hell magic is. What an idiot.
Alrighty, all right. So Fenkin, you are up first. Which horse would you like?
We're taking the charger.
Ooh, the Dodge Charger. Good choice. Good choice.
Your army recruiter said that if you signed, you'd have enough money to get one of those. So nice job.
Thanks.
You see on the opposite side of the rail, the half orc that was manhandling Weird is about to step up on the horse, but after seeing you and not Weird, will kind of back down and let their counterpart take place. You guys get on the horses.
How far are they from me?
Hey Ian, how far away?
Within shouting distance? More or less just within shouting
90
distance.
feet, 60. Yeah, they're definitely within shouting distance.
I'd be like, yeah, it's probably good to pick on someone your own size.
And I'm gonna yell.
As he dismounts.
Yeah, because you suck. And vicious mockery, this guy.
Jesus.
Say
We're all going to be unconscious by the end of this joust. Where does it keep coming from?
Did I get both of them before?
Oh yeah, you got both. of
Okay,
them.
never mind. Then I'm not
I'll-
gonna vicious mockery this guy.
Yeah, I'll say yeah. They're both already under the effect,
Okay.
and because he
Wouldn't-
just kind of picked you up and put you down, no attack roll was made. So you're
Not
still
to
golden
nitpick.
there.
Wouldn't does it last for until your next attack roll, or is it just like till next round?
Sure, I think it says until their next attack.
Yeah, I
roll.
think should be next
let's see.
attack.
Okay.
Roll drain.
Let's see.
Yeah, disadvantage
drain.
on the next attack roll. I'm good. My drain pool is fucking huge.
Massive.
Yeah, not concentration, instantaneous.
And it's
Oh,
purely
before
verbal.
the end of its next turn. Yeah, whatever. Oh,
There it is.
Nah, I mean, whatever. I still got him with the psychic damage one way or
Exactly.
another.
You're
I've been in
just
his head
attacking at
thinking his
this point. I'm gonna cast a fireball. He said magic before you go.
Exactly. I haven't
It's
gone
on
yet.
the
I'm
way.
mid-joust.
Red's out here just like, is a gun magic?
You think I haven't thought about this?
Alrighty. Well, the crowd is cheering.
I just want
The
you to know
riders-
we can't hurt the rider. We say nothing about the fucking horse.
They
Sure.
really only gave us like 2 rules.
Yeah, 2 rules.
I'm burning this place to the ground.
They gave me any.
I'm gonna win.
He said 10 gold if I lose. Just imagine if I win this bitch for him.
Right.
Right? That's like 15 gold.
Massive.
That's actually everyone just gets paid 10 gold no matter what.
Right. Exactly.
By the end of it, he goes, "You were gonna get paid, but y'all committed so many crimes. You're going to fucking jail now."
No,
So
you
accurate.
are.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
Alright.
Jesus.
Fuck you, Shorzy.
What for?
It's a very hostile group.
And we're just jousting.
Righty. Okay, well, I will say, yeah, Vicious Mockery, only lasts really about 6 turns. So if you would like to try to cast Vicious Mockery as they are charging towards towards Josh, you're more than welcome to. However,
Well, Fenkin says no.
That would actually be really good. It's like blowing the air horn before someone in golf makes the swing.
penis.
That's a good way to get
something.
a concussion.
It's
Thought about
fine.
doing something different, but we already hit him with the Vicious Mockery once. I guess I'll save it for now.
Good call.
Alrighty. All right. So you guys are led to your starting positions. The orc turns his horse towards the viewing booth and just kind of raises up his lance and gives that a little bit of a roar cry. It gets the crowd involved as they start. They're ready for the show to begin. Turns back towards you, towards the rail. Lowers down his lance. You guys hear a crack as he starts charging off. I assume you do the same.
I
and
do.
you guys start galloping towards each other at breakneck pace. Go ahead and make a weapon attack.
I'm
So-
doing a little dance on our end of the list, trying to get people on our side fired up for Fenkin.
And this is definitely a finesse weapon, right? That's how I'm just making sure I'm
It's
understanding.
not a finesse
Ah,
weapon,
okay.
so this would be your strength, and if
Yep.
you're proficient with martial weapons, you can
Yep.
add your proficiency bonus.
Bippity boppity boo, it's a finesse weapon for you.
Can I take a
Not
long
gonna
rest while
be-
we're doing this?
I sleep for 8 hours.
Definitely a short rest, but
My
probably
spell
not
slot
long.
back.
Woo! That
You
is
go short.
0 for the strength, but +2 for proficiency for a 21.
Nice, 23 on our end. So you guys both hit. So now, as these two jousters joust towards each other, both of them hit. Both of them make contact. Lances explode as shrapnel starts to fly through the air. Now, make a brace check. So
We don't
you
know what that
are
is.
you are trying to make a strength check, and if you're proficient with animal handling, you can add your proficiency bonus to see if you can remain on the horse.
I had a feeling. That's why I hexed the wisdom.
That's just straight up cheating.
So
I
it's
don't
a
know.
strength check.
What?
I don't know if it is.
Strength check, you said?
Out of all
Yep.
people here,
16.
16.
And I'm not just asking for a friend who
Right.
doesn't cast any spells. How far did they run?
I'd say they were about 60 feet when they started, and they met,
In the middle.
Ooh,
30,
okay.
30 feet in.
If one horse leaves the list going 20 miles an hour and the other
Yeah,
leaves
exactly.
at 15 miles an hour,
When
at
do
what
they-
point will they joust?
Yeah, I got a 16 for that.
16 for that one. All right. Brace check. DC equal to the damage taken. Oh. Duh, not to. Sorry. Roll damage for the lance, because I do.
Yeah,
I'm looking at some homebrew. 1d12 plus strength.
12.
Do I get sneak attack damage when it's my turn? If I was a swashbuckler,
Yeah,
I would.
no. As a swashbuckler, you would. However, because
I'm not.
Lance is a 10-foot range, there wouldn't be any allies within 5 feet of them to provoke.
That's 6
I
damage.
would wait to attack until they were 5 foot.
Yeah.
And you have disadvantage at that point, so you're more than welcome.
With a lance? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Any attacks within 5 feet. That's the special
Bastards.
property. 6.
Yeah, 6.
All right, 6, and then I'll do that as well. 1d12 plus 2, 3. So you take 3 points of damage.
Oh.
He takes 6, and then you go ahead and roll his brace check as well.
So it's not a finesse weapon.
No, it's not a finesse weapon.
It's not a finesse weapon.
I was
I don't
asking
know
for
why we're
Donnie,
arguing
not
about
for
reach.
me. But
I don't know why we're arguing about reach.
All right, he
But
rolled a
finesse.
natural 18. All right, so both riders remain standing. As you get to the end of the lane, one of the people from off to the side runs up with a new lance and tosses it up your way. As you guys go back for round 2, is there anything you're doing before you charge?
yeah. Are these dull or are they sharpened?
They're dull. It's like a little, fist point at the end of it. So if you wanted to cut yourself and
Right.
then do something with
Right,
it, there's probably like a splinter on there you could find.
Sick.
I'll
I'm
do
gonna
it.
find that splinter, and I'm gonna activate my blood right as I cover my blood with the top of the lance, and electrical energy begins to wrap around the
Ooh.
tip of the lance.
Ooh, dope.
Second pass, kick some ass. Here we go.
Alrighty. Well, you take your Crimson Right damage, but this does get the crowd going, so you can go ahead and roll this next hit with advantage, as you feel the energy that you
Ow.
put into this one surge through the crowd and back into you. As the orc, he sees this electrical, and he doesn't, he's not afraid, but he is enraged.
Hey, and when I see you cut yourself for your blood right there, I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of on my sidelines there be rooting for you, and in that rooting have a little bit of a healing word. Take some 6 health back there, bud.
I will take a solid 3 of it because the other 3 that I took from my Crimson Right cannot be healed because it just lowers my maximum down.
Ooh.
Hey,
Well, all right.
what's this guy doing? Do I see
Teamwork.
anything? Do I see anything before?
just yelling.
I need to call out these
Hey,
cheaters.
you roll.
It's purely verbal.
Just yelling and cheering at me.
Yeah.
And you say this is next attack with advantage?
Yes. Alrighty. You go ahead and charge. Oh,
I rolled a natural 20 for a 22.
all right. Nice. All right. Go ahead and roll with double damage. They rolled a natural 19, so they will hit as well.
Ow. Oh, this damage
Ooh.
also gets doubled.
So yeah, you roll 2d12s. Oh, plus Crimson Right damage.
$15 total damage.
15 total. Alrighty. So you take a total of 12 points of damage because they rolled a 10 on the d12.
Owies.
And again, that's another hit for both teams. So go ahead and roll a brace check. So again, roll your strength modifier, or roll d20, add your strength mod, and then your animal handling proficiency if you have it.
And what was the DC? Was
It
10.
is the damage you were taking. So 12 points of damage.
that is a 14.
That is a 14 for him as well. However, 14 is less than 16.
Often.
So As as the lances, both lances again shatter and splinter midair, sparks kind of weaving its way in between your lance as your crimson right you feel dissipate as the weapon is now shattered. You also see a horse without a rider as the half orc has been dehorsed and on the ground, and the crowd goes wild.
After taking that damage and looking at the dismantled orc, I have to roll a frenzy because I'm at 15 or lower.
Oh, is that half?
It's no longer half. It's just if I start with 15 or lower HP.
We're gonna have to put you down. You're gonna go attack the crowd.
And
You
that's
get a
just-
good run though. It's fine.
That's just like period.
Yeah.
Or oh gosh, I thought it might have been like only in hybrid form or something.
No, that is
So,
anytime I
question.
take.
Question for you there, Bruce, before we get the result of that.
Yeah.
From our time together, is there any sort of tick, anything I would notice to see that you're struggling?
Not usually. It's very like berserk, like out of nowhere.
Okay.
You'll probably figure it out when he starts attacking.
Yeah. Like you've seen it, I will say you've seen it go both ways, so it's hard to tell when it starts, but you can tell when it's going.
All right, then I'm gonna err on the side of caution since it was two pretty nasty looking hits.
Mhm.
And after the second one, I'm gonna yell out to you, "Hey, that was real cool. Keep it cool though, bud. We're all good." And I'm gonna give you bardic inspiration, so you get an extra D6 on that.
Well, Josh, it does say while you are transformed, you gain the features. You don't get the features unless you're transformed.
Oh.
Then never mind, I'm not doing that.
And the effect is under bloodlust, which is under that statement.
I love it. That makes me so happy. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Never mind then.
You don't get bardic inspiration.
I like it.
Then fuck
Too late.
you.
I like it. Cool. I misunderstood.
All right.
Cool.
Then you see the dwarf put his little magic wand back up to his throat. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The first round goes to Sir Windtail. Huzzah! You see some, flowers being thrown down into the arena because that's what happens, right?
Mhm.
Sure.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
All right.
I've been there.
There's flowers flooding the arena here at wherever the hell this arena is. Congratulations.
It's Amphail. Gosh, you were just
Welcome back to jousting on a Tuesday.
Alrighty.
Welcome back to Tuesday Night Jousting.
There you go.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Now, time to switch. Weird. You are up as you see the orc staring you down opposite side of this jousting field. Are you doing anything before we go?
I've been thinking about it. I can't cast two spells off the same verbal component, can I?
No. Typically only cast one spell at a time.
Twin it.
What if I was like really cool?
Yeah. I like it.
Really
You only need
cool,
12
I'm not allowed.
seconds.
I can't wait for the combat after this where we're all just out of spell slots.
It's my favorite part of this.
That's when the
No,
orcs
The
are
next thing could be a lot more complicated.
Yeah.
Then when I get on the horse, I'm taking the farm horse, by the way,
Okay, all right.
like the big stocky
Some-
guy.
Oh yeah, the Amphail Grey.
Yeah, me and that Amphail Grey, being from a farming community, I would assume that we had maybe one or two of those around, or something similar. So that's what we work with. That's what I know. That's what I'm going with.
Okay.
Once I'm up there, I'm gonna look at this guy and I'm gonna vicious mockery him again.
Love it.
But my vicious mockery is just, hey.
All right, go ahead and roll a stealth attack just to see if you can mask the
The spell.
Well,
the magical.
It's a verbal thing. So am I?
I guess. I mean, yeah. I mean, If
Like
it
the
wasn't,
component.
yeah, vicious mock, or yeah, because I think as vicious mockery, like whatever you say or whatever insult you hurl is the.
Yeah.
All right. I'll allow
I,
vicious
I,
mockery.
I feel
in
like the
this
verbal
instance.
thing is the harder thing to mask. Like I can do semantics.
Well, unleash a string
Looking
of
backwards,
insults
but-
laced with subtle enchantments. So I'm just saying shit that has the magic in it.
Unleash a string of insults. All right, yeah, okay. Go ahead and still roll a stealth check to see if you can hide the subtle enchantments as you're casting a spell on your opponent.
Oh, we don't like that one. That sucks. That's a 4.
Oh fuck. Alrighty. All right, as you guys settle
Windtail's
up.
been disqualified.
Oh, and mate, we got a cheater over here.
As you guys saddle up and
I'll
you're
hex
about to
him.
joust down, you say, "Hey, fuck you!" And there's a little spark just kind of fizzles off of that one. It has been detected. You are trying to cheat and cast a spell on your opponent. That's not a lance. You are attacking them. Wisdom saving throw. Hold on. Yep. All right, he succeeded. So didn't even
This dude
take
sucks.
the damage.
This guy sucks. I'm about to get worked. Good lord. I'm just a little guy,
TK.
all right? Why am I here?
All right, so the officials will come and tell you that you are disqualified as the half orc from across the Wales. Let him fight.
I've been
That's it.
disqualified, but I don't know. Rules are rules.
They look at you like you can't. You already technically lost this one. You don't have to go through. You can hop back down now.
Can I ride against him just to like prove a point?
They look
I'm
at the
doing it anyway.
they look at the noble for guidance, and then before they can even like get a word out, you just and then off the other end as well, you see the orc coming your way. Go ahead, roll an attack roll.
Oh god.
Ooh.
Before you announce what it is, I want to use my reaction to activate my Blood Maledict to make you roll with disadvantage as your eyes go red with crimson.
The fuck is this?
Who, me or Weird?
Oh, well, not my partner in the team.
Okay,
like
I
in
thought
this
it was
team.
that
I was like, oh, that's cold.
All right. I'll keep
Really
in
want to
mind.
win, huh?
Name me burn a nat 20.
Shake
for
and
nothing.
bake.
You're welcome.
Shake and bake. So that's gonna be. Alright, I got a 16.
16 will hit. Does a 13 hit?
Just.
All right. So both lances will go flying.
Oh.
Go ahead and roll damage. So D12 plus strength.
Yeah, I'm going to use a charge of Bardic Inspiration
Okay.
to activate Psychic Blades on this.
Ooh, okay.
So as we're riding in, I'm the whole time, as soon as I charge, I'm just locked on this guy, right? Just
Mhm.
like full screaming. It says when a creature you hit with a weapon attack, or when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend a use of Bardic Inspiration to deal an extra 2d6 psychic damage to the target.
Oh, all right. Do it.
So when I hit, I'm just like throwing my shoulder, a terrible jousting form, but like throwing my shoulder forward, like getting this guy, just like fuck. So here we go, an extra
nice.
2d6.
Yeah, it reminds me of the guy of the Fierce Knight, except with only one lance.
Right.
As you thrust it forward, you see very subtle, but a field of energy kind of surrounds the blade and helps pierce through it and find your mark. So go ahead and roll for damage.
What
I feel like the
is
psychic
on the
damage
lance?
implies you threw some insults on the way.
Exactly.
Kind of like
just
vicious
screaming
mockery, which is
profanities.
psychic damage, right?
Yeah, just
exactly.
screaming proficiencies. Proficiencies. Hello, profanities.
And what was the damage of the lance? Is that a d12?
D12.
D12. So that's 10 for the
Ooh.
lance itself.
And then what's your strength?
So it's gonna be 9 because it's a -1 strength.
Okay.
But then we're adding in another 5 damage, so
Ooh.
we've got 14 damage coming through.
14. All right. He did 4 damage points to you. So go ahead and roll a strength check to see if you get dismounted. Again, add your animal. So roll d20, subtract 1, and then add animal handling if you're proficient.
Oh. Hate to see it.
So I got an 8.
8. That is enough.
Yes.
So with your psychic blades, gosh, well, how you dismount him? How do you want to do this with your
The
your
way
blade?
that it's coming out, I'm yelling and I put my whole body behind it, like I even stand up out of the saddle just a little bit to get more like unction on this thing. I'm proving a point here. And you can see it when the lance hits, the psychic energy that comes through it, like kind of like ripples through it. Right, so it like from the handguard on the lance is like, and then hits him like in this like almost force push kind of way, and he's just head over ass off the back of this horse.
Yeah, you see his like legs in the air start to like, "Ooh," like he's almost walking, vertically, but it just goes, flies, lands on the ground. The same way you're on your feet on your saddle, you see the crowd stand up, start to cheer, fist pumps in the air. Yeah, little kids like, I want to be a goblin when I grow up.
Hell yeah, you don't do it. It's terrible. But I'm gonna go to the end of the rail, turn around, and as I'm coming back, I'm just gonna look at him and go, "Yeah, hey, so I lost, but you just lost to somebody who lost. Okay, so like, get fucked, bud." And we're just gonna ride off.
Yeah, as you do that, he was still on the ground as you're walking by, and he's not. He's moving, but that was a big blow, and maybe they're not physically knocked out or dead or anything, but they took a scar where you can't see.
100%. No, I hurt his pride. I was trying to hurt his pride. Fuck that guy. Pick
All
me
right.
up.
So these orcs are one is kind of dragged off the side as they are being tended to. You guys will get the same love and affection, as now it is time for the other 2 noble parties to ride. So Eagle Shield and Amical, have you both selected your first riders?
I look at Arcturus. I assume so.
You're muted.
Man,
I just kind of do this, and we know who's going first.
before we ride, though, I will cast Bless on myself.
Okay, you can get both of you. I think it's up.
I will cast Bless on both of us.
There you go.
I'll put my hands up. I'll take one of those. No.
Oh,
it's a red.
Oh.
Well, you or me.
I mean, we both got to go, so it really doesn't matter. The only question is, I'm not going to lean and be like, are we pulling any shenanigans here?
I will also bless Eric.
While we were waiting on the other jousters, was there any indication of whose horses were whose?
Whose
Or is it
horses
like-
were-
Whose? Like, did you choose your horse beforehand, or do you go up, choose your horse?
You go up and choose your horse.
Okay, so we can't really sabotage the horses. This is in like hindsight. So I don't know. I think I did all the shenanigans I could have gotten up to.
Not much. I'm not much for diminishing people. Mostly just ending their lives, and I was told I can't do that. So
For the low price of a gold, I'll take some shit that hurts.
Yeah.
we just doing this legit.
Follow my lead.
Okay.
Yeah. So
All right.
hop on the horse that seems the least
Pick it. Wait.
aggressive.
So what is the official rules of this? Like the official rules.
The
Don't
official rules is you must use your lance to strike your opponent. No casting, harmful magics or magic that could do pretty much magic that can do damage or hurt other players. The only thing you can use to hurt people is the lance. I mean, you can buff yourself up as much as you can or as much as you want.
So the goblin double cheated.
Goblin kind of cheated.
The goblin's been a little bit cheaty.
He's,
a
yeah.
little bit.
I
That's racist.
sneeze. It's like Gesundheit, and I do a fairy fire on the paladin.
A fairy fire on the paladin. Oh.
I feel like I definitely noticed myself glowing.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I think
Is that
you're
all the
casting magic on the magic users. I don't know if this is going to turn
I
out
don't know
well
what's
for you.
going on. I don't...
I also cast blindness, deafness on both of them.
rules?
That's why I
I
did
don't
Is that
have
all the?
that.
I have an idea. I just want to make sure I'm not breaking the rules if I do it. Is that all the rules?
That's pretty much all the rules. I mean, other than like standard jousting rules, you have to be, on your horse and then going down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna pull like Eric to the side. Just be like, I didn't see anywhere on there that I couldn't be on the horse with you to brace you. I'm just gonna pick a big horse. I'm small. I'm just gonna hop on the back and hold you still.
You're gonna ride on the horse with me?
Yeah, they didn't tell me. Nothing says I couldn't.
I think that might be against the rules, mate.
And how about I hop on the back and see if anybody says shit?
Hey, what's the worst that'll happen?
Drew, let's go.
Here, get under my shirt.
Is he got a cloak on? You got a cloak on?
No,
Just
I got a chain shirt, and it's got about 3 inches of clearance there.
Alrighty. So first
doing
things
the work.
first, did you cast Fairy Fire?
No, I'm not gonna cast Fairy Fire. It leaves a visual trace of a blue-green outline on the targets. That's obviously gonna get caught.
Obviously, or at least the magic users would know. They're like, all right, we're just gonna wait until this is over. Okay, now second, are you trying to sneak on this horse with him, Red,
I mean,
or are you just gonna be
This is
completely
ridiculous.
obvious about it?
in terms of stealth, I mean, my dice rolls will be pretty high. But do you have anything like big enough to put me? It'd be weird. How about I just hop on there and I just use my
Yeah.
pure just confidence of like, no, I'm doing this. You didn't tell me I could.
Yep.
How
Worst
do you
case scenario,
stealthily
they'll say,
get
you can't
6
do that.
stairs to get on a horse? That's the question.
No, well, no. Eric will get up there and then he'll give me a little uppy.
all right, fair enough.
Alrighty. Axel, you are confused at when you see Eric get on his horse and he has given his shield, he has given his lance, and he has given his halfling as his halfling starts to get
I'm literally
uppy.
just like hugging him and really just kind of like making him sturdy. Just like,
All right. As the halfling now has buckled down, legs around the horse's cannon. If you can, if you knock them off, you knock both of them off. So
I like it. I like it.
I think they're gonna allow it.
Gotta go through
I
all
mean,
my
is it actually going
spells
to
real
help, or
quick.
am I just in it?
I mean, Eagle Shield will kind of stand up and go, what? I'm
say
not
I
allowed to
couldn't.
say anything, and he will sit back down.
They didn't say
I want to cheat so bad, but my partner is a paladin, so I'm just.
Alrighty. So Axel, you said you blessed yourself.
As your therapist, I will not cheat for you.
Your therapist. And you said you blessed Eric as well.
I did. He wanted one, and it's only fair that I would afford the same benefits that I get.
Alrighty. All right.
It's just a
well,
game.
Do
It's not
know
life or
that
death.
It might be.
depending on the rules.
I think this
Alrighty.
horse might be a camel.
I'm gonna like leave like, do you feel sturdier? Does this feel better? It's kind of like just
Not at all,
looking
mate. But if they don't say anything, I guess we're good.
Am I, in terms of actually rolling, am I helping him in the rolls, or am I just in the way?
I don't know. Trying to think about how this would work. I'll say you can give him a +2 to the sturdy check, assuming that you succeed on this DC 10 strength check. I don't. Yeah, let's go.
I mean, like,
Let's
if
go.
it-
We're not
I-
gonna need it.
We're not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
beat it. We'll try.
'Cause
We'll make this a
one
little
of the
crunchy.
situations. I'm basically asking, like, I'm looking. I does this feel like it's helping? And then, like, you can tell him if it's helping or not. Because if it's not helping, I'm like, I'll get down.
I mean, it definitely feels like you have a seat back now. I mean, you've got something to break you to brace you where there was nothing there before. So if anything, it's just more mass that you have to get through before you fall off. So it helps.
Then I'm here.
Alrighty. All
How
right.
many actions can I get off before we cling? If you know what I'm saying.
One action.
Easy.
All right.
Jesus.
All right.
All right. Riders, select your horses, get your mounts, and then you are about to go off in 3, 2, 1. And you guys will ride off towards each other. Lances set, ready to go. Go ahead and roll me an attack roll, both of you.
Can I do a booming blade?
You can do a booming blade.
It's only somatic and material, which the material is the weapon, and the somatic can be used as the weapon. There really isn't anything to get it off.
I mean, again, we're all gonna know that you used a spell.
Oh wow! Would you
Because as soon as you move, there's gonna be a loud thunderous boom as he continues to
That's
move
the
on.
clack of the lance hitting the armor.
You're doing it against spellcasters, man.
We can.
It's on my spell list.
Well, go ahead and cast detect magic then, huh?
Smells like magic out here.
Anyone else getting that?
Why does it smell like burnt hair and booming blade?
I got 13 plus proficiency, so 15.
All right. Does a 15 hit? Axel.
No.
All right. Booming blade misses. So nobody knows that you cast booming blade because no shroud hit.
Was that thunder?
However, does a 17 hit you, Eric?
I've got a shield.
Yes.
Yeah, it hits. My
Okay.
AC is 17.
All
He
right.
does have a halfling.
He does have a halfling, so that will help on your sturdy check, but
Shit.
still just as big as a target to hit. So go ahead and roll for damage.
He's just using you as the shield.
I feel like this game is a little rigged here when I've got medium armor versus other opponents with a heavy armor. Rigged.
Yeah.
Should've
It's not
worn
fair.
Oh, it's definitely rigged. It's yes, I'm the one
Ooh.
rigging it. Absolutely.
We had that even
Alrighty.
on.
Paladin
Like,
cheated.
He just holds out like his little halfling in front of him. I'm just in front, like smacking the blade away.
You just get up on the back, shoot the lance. No.
True. He's not using a weapon. The
I
halfling
am.
is.
Oh.
Now,
Wild.
since they move past me, does that proc Sentinel and an attack of opportunity?
I didn't hit you.
Ooh.
Oh, well,
Move past.
then I would get
Yeah,
the
he
same thing.
moved past.
That wouldn't have anything to do with Sentinel.
Well, technically, Sentinel, you could use it when they move into. No, wait, no. That's Paul Armmaster.
Sentinel, you have to target someone other than the target.
Right. So I guess
This would just be a traditional.
If only there was a
attack of
halfling on your
opportunity.
back.
Yeah. Oh
It
no.
what it sounds like
What-
is your sentinel would allow you to attack me.
No, so what I was thinking with Sentinel is it immediately makes his speed 0, so he would stop and the horse would keep going.
But that would be with a regular attack of opportunity, which we would all.
Yeah.
you would have. So unfortunately, when you hit, the lance broke and shattered as they do when they hit.
Totally fair.
So no weapon to make an attack of opportunity. I'll just say no attack of opportunity too, because then it'd be going backwards and be a little.
Well, it's kind of like
not in
both
the
of our
spirit.
turns. Yeah, it's absolutely not the spirit, but you know.
Although very smart. If you could somehow get Sentinel off, that I would have allowed that to work. That's pretty cool.
Sentinel only works if you target someone other than yourself. The opponent
Yeah.
hits someone next to you.
So
Yeah,
as long
Yeah,
as
it's
you
we
don't
wanted to hit your halfling.
It's, the Sentinel part is when I hit you with an attack of opportunity, your speed becomes 0.
The
You would be leaving
only-
my
they,
reach.
they both. Yeah.
Yeah, we would both get an attack of opportunity, but mine makes your speed go 0, which is maybe fall off the horse.
Some godly intervention, just like you just like fall off. That would be awesome.
All right. Go ahead and make a brace check. So roll a strength roll. If you're proficient with animal handling, you can add that proficiency.
What
And
was
go
damage?
ahead and add. The damage was 14.
I
Anything?
got 15.
15. I was gonna say you also get a +2 because you have a halfling bracing you on there. All right.
16 minus 1.
All right. Round 2, you guys get new lances. Any change in strategies, or are you guys going back at it?
Are we taking HP damage?
Yeah. You took 14 points of damage.
Okay.
Did I take any damage?
No.
Sweet.
All right, you're up.
Me?
Nah.
You
Alrighty.
want me to roll? I'll roll. Let's do it.
Alrighty. All right. Round pass number 2. Go ahead. So far, we have 1 point to Air or Axel.
Oh, it's the same.
Yep, same person. Yeah,
Jousting.
you go back total of 3 times until one person has,
Yep.
until one person has 3 hits or dismounts the other person.
Got you, homie.
I missed.
I also missed.
3.
3 and 15. Pass number 2, you guys touch tips on the lances. Well, not like tips, but like you kind of come across and they just glide off each other.
Terrible.
Hot.
All right, you guys flip around. Bless is still active. Pass number 3.
I'm going to set this target as my Hexblade's curse.
Okay. So you
So if
can
I
crit
hit-
on a 19 or a 20.
I crit on a 19 and 20, and if I crit, +2 to damage.
I think it's just a +2 to damage regardless.
Only on my target.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, I got 10.
Not crit dependent.
11.
Yeah,
Shit.
13. Miss again.
All right, round 2. You guys are 2 evenly matched. All right, as you pass by each other, this time just completely missing. I don't know. You're kind of expecting one person to go up, one person to go down. The halfling poked his head over at the wrong time. You're like, what? Who's that? Oh, yeah, sorry.
After the first hit, I'm like being a little bit more flexible with it.
That first hit kind of it hurt. It hurt.
It hurt. Hurt a lot.
All right,
Should've
pass number
smited.
3.
I gotta kill you to get my HP
Should
back.
have smited. Yeah, if you would have smited, that might have done it.
No, it's not the
Nope.
spirit of the
Nope, still
rules.
nothing.
I'm not supposed to cast spells.
That's not
Well-
a spell.
You have an
It's a
inspiration
spell.
you can spend? Can you re-roll that?
No, it doesn't work like
All right,
Well-
go ahead.
For
and
some of us.
roll to hit again.
I've got a strength -1, so to hit, if your AC is like 17, 18,
18.
I need to roll an 18 on the die.
Oh,
No. Yeah.
Are you
I got
are you
+2.
proficient? You're proficient with martial weapons, yeah.
Yeah, I got +2. So I need 18 on the die just to hit.
Alrighty. Did you hit?
No, I got 12.
Okay. All right, and I assume a 15 misses as well.
Yeah, my AC is 17.
Gosh, why we got to get the 2 tanks going on each other? All
I
right.
just got a shield. Did everyone else not count their shield?
No, I forgot about the shield.
Wait, who rolled what? Might need to rewind time here.
Axel rolled a 15, and the other guy missed.
All right, cool.
Right.
Axel, you can re-roll as I watch everybody miss, and I go, "That's also not in the spirit of the game. We're supposed to have a winner."
I'm using.
And I'll rewind time using my reaction.
For what it's
Chrono
worth,
shift it.
I'm using.
Oh, is that a
Booming
real
Blade every
thing?
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I once or twice per day I can use my reaction to have you re-roll or have anyone re-roll a
Yeah. so
ability
go ahead.
check,
We're gonna get
attack, or saving
TPK'd
throw.
after like the boss battle after this when we
Yeah,
get rated by
exactly.
works.
Is it just the D20 or is it the whole roll?
Just the D20.
It's the same.
Nah.
I'm about to
I'm
roll
so
my own
dedicated to
dice.
fairness, I will not take your shit.
Oh,
I
yeah,
write it
advantage?
down. Wow, it seems to be some divine intervention that kept the thing
I'm
fair,
about to
even
throw
though I
that fairy
proned
fire
it.
at her.
This 15 is a canon event.
A canon event for sure.
I
For
can't
sure.
change it.
They felt time trying to intervene. They said, "No, not today."
Can't you
All
spook
right.
the fucking horse or something, Red?
The
Oh,
crowd
yeah.
is actually starting to turn on you guys. They're upset at the lack of explosions or actions, and they start yelling, "Hit the fucker! Come on!"
We're hitting each other. We're just hitting our shields and whatnot.
Hit them harder!
If I could use an extra action, I could do like a minor illusion or something. But I'm assuming the attack is our main attack.
That's your action. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Pass number 4. Go ahead and roll.
Still
the
going
hit.
for it.
Still
I
going
think
Come
for it.
on, I got a 15.
I'm gonna like lean in and kind of like go like it's a little like it's basically pocket knife size. Just be like,
Stab me?
You want me to cut the horse?
Whatever you fucking want. As long as we fucking win.
Dead 4. On the next pass, I'm gonna drop my hand a little bit to my side and lean the pocket knife out just enough to where it's just gonna scrape the side of the horse.
Hit the horse. Alrighty.
So
Ah.
fucked.
That's fucked up.
That's messed
I love that it's like the good character against these two shady people.
I'm an assassin. I kill people.
Oh, nah, you know, it's fine. It's great.
Hey, so you want me to fucking kill this guy or?
I don't know all the horses, but I want him and his hay dead. Okay, dead.
Dead. Alrighty. So this next pass is going to be a horse. My goodness, these rolls. Come on.
Do
All right.
Do I roll an attack on the horse?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll an attack on the horse.
All you gotta do is
have-
spook it.
I forgot to add a little baby knife.
It's a roll. Just roll dex
So yeah, roll your.
and then add proficiency, which is 2.
And it would be damage would be 1d4 plus your agility.
I rolled a 9 for the D20 plus 9 or 7 plus 9 2 9.
9.
I mean,
9
what's
will
the
miss.
AC on this horse?
10.
Since my lance is not broken and he has now made an attack against something other than me, does my sentinel go off?
Yes. We'll say your sentinel goes off, so make an attack of opportunity against.
Boom.
He just impaled.
All right.
You're gonna
How
hit.
does the sentinel work? RP wise, what does that look like?
Scooped you up by the collar.
I don't know, because you can stop a dragon just by hitting it with a knife, and I don't know how that works.
Sentinel is an
No.
attack.
I don't
of
know that. I don't
opportunity.
know that it honestly should stop in a joust.
Thing it.
When
You
someone
take it as a bard, you just kind of go, "Stay right there. I'm gonna do something cool."
So is this attack of opportunity against a red, or is it against Eric?
Oh, it's absolutely against the guy who just tried to cheat and attack the horse, which is a
Ah,
huge
I
no-no.
missed.
in a
since
joust.
Red attacked a target that was adjacent, well, within 5 feet of
Sentinel again.
not Art. Axel. Axel, since the horse is within 5 feet of Axel, you attack
Okay.
the horse. Axel can take an attack and opportunity against you and reduce your speed to 0. Basically.
That's
Bye-bye.
fine. I can fall off the horse. I'm. You
So-
are beating.
I didn't even
So-
see that thing. What was that?
As you see, the little halflings start to lean out a little bit to try to nick that horse. You adjust your lance ever so much to just knock him right off the back. You have been dismounted and you are out of this joust now. So now it is a 2-on-1. Would you guys like to continue to go each other, or would you like to sub in Mr. Tiefling?
It's up to
I
you,
even-
Arcturus.
Oh, I didn't even see that. What was that?
Oh shit!
I don't see the value in getting on the horse, and you're doing perfectly fine yourself. I'll stand back and take my notes.
Very well.
Also, if I got on there, I would just cheat horribly, and I don't think that you would like that. So I'll be back here.
I'm gonna walk over there like still wheezing, like go over. Travis, what's your character's name?
Arcturus.
I'm gonna go to Archer's like, that's fair. I still get 10 gold. It's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna bury your horse in dirt anyway, so I don't know that we need to go at it. I feel like it's just not gonna be fun for anyone.
I'm not
All right,
gonna
let's
lie,
just
it
have a
sounds
roll
really-
off.
It sounds really cool. You should still do it.
First one
Okay.
to
I want
hit.
to see how this goes.
All right. Well, technically, Axel only needs one more hit to win. That's
All right.
2 hits.
Did that count as a hit?
I counted as a hit.
It's horse shit.
No,
I didn't even know that
that's
person.
All right. Let's make the final pass right here. Or maybe Donnie will roll super well now.
I got a 19.
19. All right.
Oh, that will definitely
Not-
hit.
Not a
Okay,
crit, though.
well, I
I rolled
see it
17 on the
hit.
dice.
I see it
I rolled
hit, and then I
27.
All right. Both hits. Let's roll damage.
was gonna
All
chrono
right.
shift Donnie's.
Oh, if you want to, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. You gotta
I
reroll.
mean, you just won, but okay.
Yikes.
I need to
Yeah,
reroll?
I don't know. I mean, they gotta roll
Sure, I mean,
damage,
yeah. Well, either way, it's a hit from your side. So
but okay,
as long-
fine. I won't do it. I'll save it.
All right, we'll keep it. So 13 damage. So go ahead. I guess it. Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Are you
Just
still
one time.
conscious?
And then if you move, which I'm assuming you do,
What a baller line! Are you
13.
still conscious? Oh my god.
with the booming blade. Oh, plus 2,
Ow.
so 15. Plus the hex. I need to roll a d6.
Oh, nice. There you go.
Good lord.
Oh! 13. What did I say? 13 plus 2, 15, 21.
Good
Alrighty.
Ow!
If-
As there's a
oh,
huge
man,
clap of
If
thunder
I
and
had
a
this
hex.
fucking halfling on my rear, that would have been a sneak attack. That would have been game over. You just had to knife that fucking horse.
Well,
I'm
okay,
looking
hold on.
into
If we can roll back the tapes, I said, "Do you want me to do this?" And you said, "Yeah, as long as we win."
You said
I'm,
you said you would do it, and you didn't even do it.
I'm looking forward in time in this campaign where Donnie just invests in like a little backpack harness for JJ.
I've got a
Yeah.
shoulder cannon.
Yeah, so you have a halfling with a gun, so you can always proc your own sneak.
What sneak attack doubles the dice you roll, right?
And like adds 2d6.
2d6
I
too.
was
or
gonna say
1d6.
sneak attack if he sees you coming.
I might have.
think
You
it's
might have been able to one shot my character. If,
Oh, I didn't
If
roll-
I
I
got
rolled-
on the horse, it's totally possible I could have just died outright.
Nah, you'd have been fine. I have healing word.
I don't
rolled-
think healing word. If he doubles my
Oh
my
yeah,
hit
no,
points, you can't do anything. I'm
Who's
just be
got a
dead.
diamond?
Got
Reveal
I,
it.
I rolled 16, 18 damage. I rolled a rapier at first, which is not correct. So.
You
18
gotta roll
damage.
a d12 is correct.
Oh, d12.
D12.
I'll take that.
It's like even better.
I could do this. I
Jeez.
could do this.
I'll take that
There you go.
over all the above. Okay, now we're at what, 16, 22,
All right.
24 damage.
Axel, go ahead and do you have a +4 modifier to strength plus animal handling?
Plus 3 from strength and then 2 from animal handling.
Oh, don't forget your hex.
Okay. Well, let's just say, for simplicity's sake, you get knocked off as you both lances do shatter in a flurry of splinters. There's a loud boom that happens as you get not knocked like back like a normal joust would, but kind of like knocked off to the side. You were not expecting that, so it kind of throws you off to the side. So both riders are down. However, Team Amakil will move on to the final round of the joust. So as we have our now 2 teams eyeing for the top position, the crowd is now excited again after finally getting some action. We will go ahead and wrap up there for tonight because it's getting a little late. But
I lost concentration. There goes my spell slot.
GG.
Oh, I probably lost mine too.
Yeah.
The 2 remaining teams is
So we have
Did we knock
and
each other out?
Ringtail, right?
I have 2 hit points left. I don't know how you're doing.
What was your damage to me?
I did a total of 27 to you between the 2 hits.
Damage. What was the damage you did?
27?
27 between the 2 hits.
Yeah, 27 between the 2 hits.
Oh, I'm unconscious.
There we go. Now we're talking. Now we had a joust.
Boom. All right. Both parties are knocked off, one unconscious, as the medics have to get on the field to literally drag people off to the side.
Yes.
The people got what they paid for. But yeah, we will go ahead and wrap up. So, first session in the books. Thank you guys so much for coming, joining in. Sorry, it might have been a little bit of a crunch fest. Not sure if you're used to that with D&D, but I know some people like it crunchy here. So I like just a friendly competition between players to get things rolling. All right, Josh, take it away, I guess.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and wrap up this evening just with another reminder of our sponsor, Adventure Dice. If you guys aren't already, make sure you go to adventuredice.ca and go ahead and use code JABERS for 10% off. And then last but not least, tomorrow, I guess technically, if you're on the East Coast, today at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will go ahead and doing our Extra Life charity stream, where we will go ahead and raise money for the Children's Hospital in our area and try to go ahead and knock that out. It's going to be a good time, so make sure to be there for it. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for showing up again. Matt, thank you for running the show. Appreciate it. And we will see you guys next week on another episode of We Run the Dungeon. Have a good night, guys.